Hello, and welcome back to Gardening on the West Fork. I'm Teresa. It's a beautiful day. The rain has stopped. The river's receding. It's spring. But today what we're going to do is these grasses need to be cut. It's that time of the year when we need to open up the inside to air and to sunshine. So I've started this morning already cutting a few back, and I've got my tools with me. I always lay down a cloth. This is an old sheet, and I pile things on there. I'll take those to the compost pile, and then I'll hand cut these twigs into smaller things because they're great for a compost. But anyhow, let's get started. The tools I'm using today, I've got my kneeling pad. I'm using these shears, which I use a little sharpener. I believe sharp tools are the necessary items for anyone in a garden. I like to sharpen tools. I've been actually a hygienist for many, many years, no longer. I was the one in the office that always sharpened the tools. And growing up, I used the scythe and the sickle and always kept those sharp. But when you're cutting back your grasses, you want to keep a few inches above the ground just for texture. But it's so easy. Just go in here, cut, and drag them back. So it doesn't take long at all. With nice sharp tools, just like this, particularly on a gorgeous spring day. Make short work of a tedious job. So all we'll do now is press those back there, and we'll take a look at the plant. Now is the time too that if you need to divide them, is the time to divide them. The soil is soft, and you can dig them up and transplant them. The one thing about grasses that are so cool, they don't need fertilization, they don't need the richest soil. This specimen is the zebra grass, gorgeous green with white outline. The plumes are lovely. And what I did do last year is I did take this big specimen and cut it out. And as I look at this plant, I can see that the center of it is nice and solid. So we don't need to be cutting anything out. But if you did, all you'd have to do is get your shovel, dig it out. But for now, we're not going to do any of that. So that's how easy cutting grasses back is for today. I have one more thing I think you'll like to do, and I'm going to show you, and that is I'm going to show you what I use to spray for deer. I see my tulips coming up, and that's their favorite item to chew on this time of year. So hold on, I'll be right back. And when you're out here in your garden, you know you have perennials everywhere. But I'm using some deer fence. It's so easy. And what I'll do is I'm going to, and you can see from here, any plant I go around my borders, but particularly I can see some of the heads of the tulips sticking up. So you take shake it up, you point, and because it's a dry, non-windy day, and the outlook looks great for about 10 days, I will reapply this in another week, and then I'm good probably for a month. So that's how easy it is to deter deer. I will replace my netting again because cleaning out around the grasses, you have a lot of the little stuff that looks really messy. If you're like me, I don't like this kind of stuff. So that will all get raked up. And this is just how simple it is. So you need to get out in your garden today, do a little spray if you have deer, get out there and cut off your grasses, see what else needs to be cut off. But for now, that's all we're going to do today. And I've got a lot of work ahead of me on this big batch of grass that needs to be cut for the compost. So please, if you like what I'm doing, just subscribe, and leave a comment, and we'll be back hopefully with a little bit of planting. I've got a fig tree I've never planted, so I'll look forward to that. Again, thanks for joining me on Gardening on the West Fork. We'll see you the next time. Bye. Oops. Gotta turn you off.